So I'm dragging the skin to the side where I can get a flat surface with a muscle underneath. So this particular point is shallow surface with uneven muscle underneath, and it is really hard to pack the color smoothly. So what I do is I drag the skin out to a better surface and then pack the color. This is something which is really important whenever you're working on a difficult body part where the surface is not flat enough and there is a bony area like this elbow joint. So I prefer dragging the skin out to some place better. The main goal here is to pack the color uniformly and it should heal properly. So most of the artists struggle with this and their healed results are not so great. So there is no uniformity in the fill. There are uneven patches. So the main goal here is to pack the color uniformly and it should heal properly. But I've seen most of the artists struggle with this and their healed results are not so great. There is no uniformity, there are uneven patches, so I recommend do it the right way. If you have noticed, I don't clean the tattoo much with the green soap solution. I rather avoid it because the more I clean it, the more irritation it causes to the skin. In fact, I work in such a way that I keep my tattoo clean all the time and I do it by using A&D. It keeps the skin moist as well as clean. Now, I use a lot of A&D while tattooing. Every time I go back to pick up the ink, I try to put the A&D on the skin before I again, put the needles into the skin. A lot of people have issues about and the skin looks irritated within few hours and I say most of the time the reason is that you are cleaning the tattoo too many times and causing damage to the skin. I'm adding a new strip, spine, or whatever you call it. It's just to add the flow to the design. And it's not in the stencil, so I'm doing it like a freehand. Basically, I want the spine to flow with the anatomy of the arm. And so I took his arm off the armrest and had it in the rest position so that I can follow the anatomy correctly. I would like to again emphasize on stretching of skin. Take a close look at it. It's a 3-point stretch. I'm using a thumb and a forefinger to stretch it vertically while using the middle finger to stretch it in the other direction. This elbow area has a lot of loose skin while the surface underneath is uneven. So dragging the skin in the right direction while stretching it correctly so that the punch of the needle is adequate enough to pack the color is really important. I'm also careful about the overstretching of the skin, which may cause damage to the skin. See now, I'm dragging the skin upward where I can find much better muscle and a flat surface while stretching the skin with only 2 fingers, as this much stretch is enough. There again, I had a 2-point stretch and I added a 3rd point to get a better stretching. Now, what I realized that the color packing was not happening the way I wanted, not the same way it was working when I started the tattoo. So, my point is that every inch of the skin is different, as I said before, and you can't use the same configuration of machine speed to hand movement to needle depth everywhere. You need to be dynamic about it. You need to change your style based on the skin response you get. And so what I'm doing here now is slowing down the machine. That is, I've reduced the power to 9 Hz, and I've also slowed down the hand movement and going with the circular color packing technique and see how it goes. So you have to keep adjusting yourself as per the skin, and a lot of people have issues on packing the color. They say that the first few hours of the color packing was really smooth and easy, and later the skin stopped taking the color, and I don't actually agree to all of that, because you have to adjust as per the skin. The same technique cannot work throughout the tattoo. You need to be dynamic about it. So I experiment things and I do what works. I don't stick to just one thing. Now you see I'm going fast and trying things out, and it didn't work out as expected. So the point is you have to try things out, go through trial and error and see what works and follow that.